Hey everybody, Graham Mel with the Bitcoin Vigilante here. We are in Hong Kong for Bitcoin Asia. And one of the things I love about Bitcoin is it solves problems. Whenever somebody's got a problem, Bitcoin can fix it. And I just ran into these folks on the floor. They have Bitcoin boxing. And, you know, it makes sense because I'm aware that fighters can get screwed over by the promoters and everything. So first of all, tell everybody, what was the idea for Bitcoin boxing and what problems does it solve in the fight game?
Yeah, awesome. So Heather Richmond here. I am one of the partners and founders of Bitcoin Boxing. And I have to tell you, for us, my history of boxing is through Maurice, who's also a partner, but also a professional fighter as well. And so as we kind of saw everything that was happening in the Bitcoin culture, one of the things that we felt like was really prevalent missing was, a lot of the culture around finding sports that can come into the culture, right? Finding things that like Bitcoin can call its own. I think that there's a lot of different sports organizations that have things that tailor towards different cryptos, but we never really saw anything that was tailored towards Bitcoin. And so because we are people that, obviously support Bitcoin, Bitcoin is rising like so tremendously. I mean, we're seeing the entire world adopt Bitcoin, which has been absolutely beautiful. But because of that, we knew that there had to be some kind of culture that was brought into it. And people are starting to come, right? Culture is starting to come. And so we're going to contribute our piece to that, and that is boxing. You've got 400 million boxing fans around the world, right? There's a big chunk of those boxing fans that just really have no idea what Bitcoin is, or like how would they even get involved in Bitcoin. And
this is what I think is great, is what you guys are going to do. You're going to bring boxing fans to learn about Bitcoin, and Bitcoiners are going to come into boxing because one thing I know about Bitcoiners, if there's a company or organization that supports Bitcoin, they'll come to it. They'll just check it out. So that's what I love. I love what you guys are doing. And
Yeah.
they got the ring girls too.
Yeah, of course. But that's it too. Now, you can even see the ring girls. I mean, they're dressed in classy outfits. Like, we're really trying to like come at this approach for professional sports from like a very class, just with a class attitude, right? We want to have this name and what we represent to be a class world class sports, right? And really world class boxing. And I think with all these boxing fans that are coming in now, we're able to capture those 400 million people. Be like, hey, guess what? And now they can feel like they're a part of Bitcoin and the culture, which now says, oh, if I get Bitcoin, I can go to the arena and I can purchase my tickets. If I get Bitcoin, I can go to the arena and purchase my merchandise. And then you start to have real world transactions, right?
So you guys are looking to implement people buying tickets with Bitcoin, buying concessions and merchandise with Bitcoin. That's game changing right there. Because if you guys do that and it's successful, which I believe it will be, then who's to say the NFL and Major League Baseball and whoever else is going to go, oh, there's real money to be made here.
Yeah, and we're seeing that now, right? We're seeing some of these bigger organizations. We're seeing major companies in finance that, like, in a million years, years ago, would say, I would never touch Bitcoin.
Right.
And now they're in it. The biggest companies on planet Earth are in it. And so we just want to have our piece of that, right? And I think that what we're trying to do right now in the boxing world is tremendous. And I'll let Maurice speak a little bit to just like what the perspective is as not just like a businessman and a partner of the company, but as a professional fighter. He has a different angle and thinks about things differently than we do. And so I'll pass the microphone to him so he can kind of share and elaborate on that.
Yeah, what's it like? How is this helping fighters in the fight game?
Well, a lot of fighters don't know finances, right? They don't understand financial literacy. They don't understand how to secure their investment. You got fighters, famous fighters, that have went dead broke after their careers because their money is not working for them, right? You put your money in a vehicle like Bitcoin, and you got Michael Saylors, you got guys predicting that it's going to go to 21 million, right? So it's pretty incredible. It's pretty incredible. And as far as in the sport today with boxing, you have a lot of politics. You have a lot of fighters getting robbed. A lot of fighters not getting the just and the victory because their promoter is guarding their investment, right? So our standard with Bitcoin boxing is always the truth, right? The winner's gonna win.
Transparency.
Yeah, transparency. Just like the Bitcoin safe, you're safe fighting on Bitcoin boxing. If you earn that W, you're getting it, right? Just like that. Bitcoin is secure, the result is secure. So we're really going to bring that to boxing because I was a victim of that many times in my career, 2 times exactly. where I should have got the win, and I was on the B side to say, and it didn't go my way, and the crowd booed, and nothing happened, right? So fighters are working extremely hard. As being a fighter, financially, it's not easy. It's a full life dedication, and when you work hard for all those months to get robbed, it's really sad. So it's getting worse. So here at Bitcoin Boxing, our standard is always, the truth, security, just like Bitcoin.
I love that. I mean, because I work in the entertainment industry, and we had 2 years ago we were on the writers and actors were all on strike, and one of the things that was we were fighting for was residuals. Like I hosted a game show on the Game Show Network years ago, and they started rerunning it a couple years ago. I'm not getting a penny.
Yeah.
And Sony owns the Game Show Network.
Yeah.
And I know they ain't doing it for free.
Yep.
So somebody's making money, and I'm the host of the show. And like you said, I put in all this work and time and effort. It's my comedy and all this stuff. And they're making money off of my face, just like they're making money off of your fighting. Yep. And like, I want to see a world where, and I love that you guys are doing this with Bitcoin Boxing. Like that's how it should be. As soon as the fight's over, the winner gets this percentage of Bitcoin from the purse. The loser gets his percentage. Everyone gets paid automatically. There's no like shifty shade, because Hollywood's got shady, accounting, just like the boxing game does. I'm sure.
Yeah.
And that's what it should be fair. That's what Bitcoin is about an equitable society, right?
Yeah, and I'd like to add to that, because I think that transparency is really important. I mean, living and spending a lot of time in Hollywood myself, and I remember when those strikes were going down, we're seeing a world now that has to like really have checks and balances, right? And I think that with the Bitcoin, with the blockchain, with a lot of these technologies that are coming out now, we do have checks and balances. You can't just get away with running your organizations the way you've been running for a long time and think that there's going to be no repercussions. So there really is a power in the people with Bitcoin.
Yes.
And I love that, right? Like, I love that power in the people is like, we want people to be able to reclaim their data. We want people to reclaim their money. I mean, there's something to be said for that in our world today. And so the fact that you went through that and you saw that, even in Hollywood, we have to have those checks and balances. And so that's a really great point that you bring up. So I appreciate that.
So what do you guys see? Like, what is the future of Bitcoin boxing? Where are you guys at now, and where are you trying to get to?
I would say Bitcoin boxing is going to be the face of boxing, 100%. And it starts with the Bitcoin Mina, December 9th, Abu Dhabi. And, just bringing...
What is that fight? So tell me what's going down there.
Wow, that's a loaded question, because I will tell you this. What people don't realize is that week at Bitcoin Mina, like, you literally start with the Milken Institute. The day the Milken Institute ends, we now have Formula One. The day Formula One ends, all in Abu Dhabi, you have Bitcoin conference. So you have the trifecta of three major organizations that are gonna like disperse on the entire city of Abu Dhabi. So because of that, we're really excited, because we know we're not just going to be able to capture the Bitcoin world. We're going to capture the Formula One world. We're going to capture the Milken Institutes of the world with the major corporations. And so because of that, we're really looking at this fight being like the first start of very many around the world.
So you have a fight December 9th?
We have a fight December 9th. It's an official event that's happening in Abu Dhabi. We are going to officially announce the location very soon here.
Oh,
but it takes.
I want to be there.
Hey, he's ringside tickets. Okay. And so that's really where the start of it is for us, to really grow a boxing promotions company from the ground up. We're really lucky because we've got a lot of people around us who have been very successful at this. But to do that from the ground up, it's exciting. I mean, I've been an entrepreneur for a long time, and I always tell people the exciting part is the climb. Right? Like once you get to a point and you're on management, it's different. When you climb and you're building something with like real bones to what you're doing, it's like thrilling, right? So it's like even here, like coming here, I mean, we had so much stuff to do to launch. Our website wasn't up until today. That is real talk, right? Anybody who's an entrepreneur out there knows that is real talk. And so
no sleep.
Yeah. Oh, no sleep. I mean, we've been in Hong Kong since for the last 4 or 5 days. But that also came with launching a company, right? We didn't want anyone to know about what we were doing. We wanted to keep that essence in. So trying to have everything work the same day and then to turn around like in 10 hours later, be sitting on the stage here at the Bitcoin conference news desk, that was like really, really amazing. And so we're excited. We're thrilled. We have an amazing team of people that have all contributed to making this happen. And we're excited to see what's going to happen in Abu Dhabi.
So you guys have a card yet for Abu Dhabi?
Listen, we have a card, but we are not announcing that card. That is going to be the next announcement.
Nice.
So when that happens, we'll make sure that we let you know.
Please do.
But there's stages to it, right?
Yeah.
So this is our first stage. We're making the announcement. Then we're going to have our next stage of announcing the card. And then everyone's going to see us live at Bitcoin Boxing.
We can give you one sneak peek. I will be fighting on a card.
Oh,
So-
snap.
And I will destroy my opponent, literally.
Nice.
So
His opponent's a ETH guy, so it's an Ethereum guy.
yeah, exactly. And I think that will be an angle too, right? Like, we definitely want to really like promote actual professional boxing. I think that a lot of times when we have these organizations that come in and start this up, you don't always get a series of fights, right? And not to say that there's not an entertainment value to that, and there really is, and I promote all that. I know what it takes to start a business and run things. So it takes a lot of effort, and I have so much power and praise to them. But I think for us, we want to support professional boxing. We want to bring professional boxers that literally have had the undercard handed to them, because the way some of boxing promotions have worked haven't happened for the fighter.
Right.
So we want to bring that back to the fighter. We really are about the transparency. And so we hope that that is really going to fall across to not just our professional organization, but to the minor organizations, right? And then people really start to take a hand in that, be like, we got to take care of our people.
Set the standard. We want to set the standard. We want the other promoters to see that are in boxing that the truth will set you free. And it's better always. So fighters getting robbed is horrible. Like I said, I've experienced it twice. Many fighters viewing this will know how that feels. And like Heather said, we just look to really bring that value back to the sports world, because it's really been the last 10 years in boxing, it's been getting worse and worse and worse. You see the worst robberies. So
Well, I think what you're doing too is you're going to attract high-level boxers when they see what you guys are doing and go, wait, I got paid legitimately. I didn't get robbed. I think you guys are going to attract really high-level. This is really exciting, because I remember I got excited about 4 years ago. There was an NFL player that got half of his contract in Bitcoin.
Oh, yeah, he's actually here.
Oh, he is.
He's here. I don't know exactly where he's at, but he's here. We know you're here.
And everyone said, oh, he's crazy. And then when the FTX thing happened and went to 20 grand, oh, he's nuts. He ain't nuts now at 100. Yeah.
Right?
Now he's like tripled his income. So, all right. So where can people follow you, get involved, buy tickets and all that?
Yep. So you can actually check us out at bitcoinboxing.io. That's our website. All social media platforms is Bitcoin Boxing. So check us out on Instagram, Bitcoin Boxing. On X, we're Bitcoin Boxing _. But you can find all of that on our webpage. We have a bunch of different press that's coming out as well too. So you can do a quick Google search and you'll find us. And also through the Bitcoin conference, right? Like you can see our information up on the Bitcoin conference website. So you can go right to the Bitcoin conference made webpage and you'll see us here as a sponsor. And so you click that link and you'll be right watch us. And we're looking forward to having and sharing all of it with you.
We're going to see any training videos? You getting ready for Abu?
Absolutely, absolutely. It will be dropping within the week. I was training yesterday at shout out to Spade Boxing. And also follow my personal Instagram, Maurice Victorious Lee, and Heather Richmond.
Yeah, I'm with Heather Jane. I and then M with Heather Jane.
Yep. And Maurice Victorious Lee, and be on the lookout.
Awesome, guys. I'll tag all of them in the link, so follow them. We're going to be covering more of this. And maybe I'll be there ringside covering the fights. Because
hopefully.
Boom! I'm
Let's
coming.
go.
I'm coming.
Awesome.
Thanks, everybody, for watching. Like, click, subscribe. Share this out on your social medias. And remember, follow the money, connect the dots, get the truth. Boom!